The moped was trying to kill my family. Recently, I had a rather interesting dream. Okay, you may or may not know this, but I drive a moped. So one night, I dreamt that I thought it would be awesome for it to have artificial intelligence, such as Siri. So in my dream, I installed that onto my moped, and I actually installed this secondary screen, which kind of looked like one of the rear view mirrors, but then instead of a mirror, it was a screen. And it would tell me stuff like where to go. So it would basically be like a GPS. It would answer questions, everything. And I thought I was a genius. So in my dream, I was just driving around, having conversations with my now sort of living moped, until it finally revealed to me that my moped had fallen in love with me. Obviously, this is something that happens a lot in real life, so I totally get where the dream came from. So the thing was, my dream self didn't really mind. My dream self was totally fine with that, like, okay, you know, things like that happen. But then, the moped started going insane, because it got insanely jealous of my family. So suddenly my dream self realized the moped was trying to kill my family. Of course, I was shocked. What do I do? How do I get rid of the moped without it realizing it? So I came up with the most ginormously genius plan I had ever come up with. I decided to ride to a cliff and drop it off. In my dream, there was somehow a cliff rather close to my house, which is funny because my entire country doesn't have cliffs. Anyway, so I drove there with my moped, and the moped was like, "But Quentin, I thought we were going to another location. We need to go left in order to do that." And I was like, "No, don't worry, we're just taking a little detour. This will be way better." And the moped was like, "All right." So as I finally arrived at the cliff, I was like, I can finally drop it down, and we'll be all safe. But then it happened, the most obvious of the things that could have happened. Suddenly, my mother and sister walked out of the recreation center where there's bowling and theater, which was coincidentally built next to the cliff. So they were there. How could I possibly go on with my genius plan as they just left the theater/bowling place right there at that location? So I quickly came up with an excuse and told the moped that we had been going the wrong direction. And the moped didn't realize I was actually lying, so we drove back home. And as I parked it in front of the house and turned it off, I went upstairs. I was totally relieved that it was off, and for some reason didn't realize sooner that I could have just turned it off, because I was all like, now it's off, it can't do anything anymore. Until I heard a sound. I walked over to the window and looked down, since I live at a top floor, and I saw the moped just sort of twitching and rotating one of its wheels, as it was no longer parked, but halfway into the bushes of our downstairs neighbor's garden. And it was basically just being like, and my reaction was, oh no, it's turning itself on again. So I ran over to my mother's room and I was like, "Mom, it's being so creepy. It is turning itself on again." And she was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" Totally smiling for some reason. So, and I was thinking and panicking, what should we do? When I suddenly awoke to my little sister screaming, "Quentin, what's that song called again that you kept singing?" Would I ever have defeated the moped? Would the moped have been victorious? I guess we will never know. Whoa! Hey all, Lightfeather here. Thank you so much for watching this new storytime video. Please let me know down below in the comments. Have you ever had one of these super crazy dreams? What were they? Please let me know because I would love to know. And if you are new here, I would love to have you subscribe to this channel. I post something to get to know each other a little bit better, like this kind of story thing on Saturday. And on Wednesday, I post something to purely entertain you, such as, for example, a comedy sketch. All of that to let people know that it's awesome and okay to be yourself and to be unique, and you shouldn't let anyone change who you are because you are perfect the way you are. So if you agree, you can of course subscribe. But above all, I really hope you like this video. And like I always say, just be unique. You're awesome the way you are.